Welcome to the CMO World Tour. My name is Frédéric Colas. I'm traveling all around the world to meet the top marketers. I want to understand how digital age impacts their personal and professional lives. Today we are in London in the Unilver building and we are meeting Keith Weed. Hello Keith.
Hello, pleased to be with you.
How should marketers adapt to the digital age?
One of the things I say to all my team is you really got to live the space. It's a term I've stolen off Babs, who heads digital for us here in Unilver, and it's so true. I mean, could you imagine someone who'd only ever listened to the radio coming up with fantastic TV commercials? If you hadn't seen TV, engaged with TV, I think it'd be very hard to come up with great TV commercials. So I expect all marketeers in Unilver to be living in the space, engaged, and if you're going to be a great marketeer right now, you need to be a great digital marketeer. So that'd be the first thing I'd say, is just get a feel. I think there is a lost generation of people who are having to work very hard. So there's the digital natives, you say, the people who've grown up with it, and if you ask them about online, offline, they don't know what you're talking about. You know, that is life. People like myself have been pulled into it through their children. And then I think the real challenge actually is the people stuck in between who missed digital as a part of their schooling and university, and yet don't have children up and running, making sure you're on your toes. And those people have to work harder.
How has digital changed your approach to marketing?
The fundamentals remain the same as far as people buy brands, they buy brand experiences, they enjoy products and services, and they repeat purchase based on the enjoyment of that product and service. That will always remain the same. So no matter how we engage people, you can't get people to repeatedly use a product that isn't any good, and you can't get people to develop a relationship with a brand they don't like. Within that saying, that stays the same. I think what's different is the way we engage people. And certainly we've had a mass approach to engagement of people with TV, and TV still remains incredibly important. But I think we'll see TV coming down and a more personalized engagement on a one-to-one basis, which of course, not only does the devices enable you to do it, the data behind that gets all marketeers the opportunity to understand better what their particular consumer wants, likes, is interested in, and hence has a better chance of engaging with them. So I think that's the exciting part. And that's going to change and change. The whole social graph. Right now, lots of people collecting lots of data. We don't have the power yet to unlock that. We will.
How does digital change Unilver's attitude to content?
Always on creates an opportunity, but a massive challenge for a company like ours. We have a well-honed system to spend several hundreds of thousands of dollars creating a 30-second TV ad. You cannot do that and be always on. So as I've said to my team, the challenge is to have always on quality content that's cost effective. And right now you can have 2 of the 3. You can't have 3 of the 3. I want 3 of the 3. I will get 3 of the 3, but we've got some work to do before we get there. We've been connecting directly with a lot of the content providers. So I've been out with the Viacoms, the News Corps of this world, and even engaging down with the MTVs, and the top studios and broadcasters, Fox, etc. Because the digital revolution is even more profound for them than it is for us. But the bit where it's really profound is their distribution model. Now, we can be part of that distribution model. We have a model we look at now, which I know many people do, of the paid, owned, and earned. Earned is an exciting area around social. Paid, as we all know, is the good old TV, but we also put in search, etc. But in the owned, I think with some good content, we can have a much more dynamic place in engaging consumers beyond just our communication messages into content. And that way I think we can get some interesting partnerships.
Is your marketing structure changing?
We have a marketing structure which has brand development, which are people who build the equity and innovation on a cross-country, regional, global basis. And then we have what we call brand builders, who are marketers and much more focused on local markets. And what we've been doing is moving the role of digital asset creation more away from the local marketers to the cross country, regional, global marketers. And for obvious reasons, it's a very global medium, and you can see a particular digital campaign in different markets, and you've got to make sure that it's appropriate, and what's appropriate to a Spanish speaker in Latin America might be very different to a Spanish speaker in North America, but both have visibility. On the other side is the whole engagement on a community basis, and the local marketeers need to be resourced and have the ability to engage with consumers on a very local basis.
What's your attitude to working with the big global digital players?
I will look for efficiency everywhere. At the end of the day, we're a large global marketeer, and I want to be able to leverage that scale. But in addition, I want to be able to leverage expertise. So if I can create the right global partnership with a Facebook or Apple, as you use those examples, I would hope in return that I can get opportunities with them to learn faster. You know, we learned a lot quicker than most people about apps because of our engagement with Apple, and then within that you can get competitive advantage, speed to market. I would like to get sort of first look at innovation with global partners versus just someone who's having just a more financial deal. So to me, partnerships, not just in the digital space, across marketing generally, is an important part of building leading edge marketing.
My name is Frédéric Colas for the CMO World Tour. We have just interviewed Keith Weed, the Global Marketing Officer of Unilver here in London. If you want to see additional content about this interview, please check cmoworldtour.com. Next interview somewhere else in the world, so stay tuned. Bye-bye.